Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we're going to be learning about the one and only Dolly Parton. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. Dolly Parton once secretly entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest, and believe it or not, she lost. What do you think? Is this an actual fact, or does this just look a little off? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is philanthropist. Philanthropist. A philanthropist is a person who seeks to promote the welfare of others, especially by the generous donation of money to good causes. It's someone who actively works to make the world a better place through charity and goodwill. And this perfectly describes Dolly Parton, who's as famous for her giving heart as she is for her hit songs. The word philanthropist comes from Greek. It's a combination of two words, philo, Philo, which means loving, and anthropos, which means mankind. So a philanthropist is literally a lover of mankind. And Dolly Parton embodies this idea of philanthropy with things like her Imagination Library, a program that has gifted over 250 million books to children from birth to the age of 5 all over the world, fostering a love of reading for millions of families completely free of charge. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about Dolly Parton. Number 1. Dolly Parton wrote 2 of her most legendary and vastly different songs, Jolene and I Will Always Love You, both in a single day. One of music's most incredible creative streaks happened in 1972. In one afternoon of writing, Dolly Parton penned both a heartbreaking plea to another woman and one of the most iconic love ballads of all time. Jolene was inspired by a beautiful red-headed bank teller who, according to Dolly, was getting a little too friendly with her husband, Carl Dean. The name itself actually came from someone else. It was from a young fan named Jolene who had asked for her autograph. Meanwhile, I Will Always Love You was written as a professional farewell. Dolly was leaving her role on the Porter Wagoner show to pursue a solo career, and the song was her way of telling her mentor, Porter Wagoner, that she would always care for him, even though it was time for her to go. About 2 decades later, Whitney Houston's cover of that song for the movie The Bodyguard would make it a global phenomenon. Number 2. The world's first ever cloned mammal, a sheep, was named Dolly after Dolly Parton. In 1996, scientists at the Roslin Institute in Scotland made history when they successfully cloned a sheep, a major breakthrough in genetics. The process, known as somatic cell nuclear transfer, involved using a cell from the mammary gland of an adult sheep. When it came time to name the little lamb, the team of scientists decided to have a little bit of fun with it. Given the clone originated from a mammary cell, they named her Dolly as a playful tribute to Dolly Parton. When Dolly herself found out, she took it with her signature good humor, reportedly saying, "There's no such thing as bad publicity." The sheep became a scientific celebrity, and Dolly Parton became the namesake of one of the most famous animals in modern history. Number 3. Her theme park, Dollywood, is the single biggest ticketed tourist attraction in the entire state of Tennessee. Located in Pigeon Forge, near where Dolly grew up in the Great Smoky Mountains, Dollywood is more than just a theme park. It's a celebration of Appalachian culture. The park, originally a small attraction called Silver Dollar City, was rebranded in 1986 when Dolly became a co owner. She wanted to create a world class destination that would also bring jobs and prosperity back to her home region, which had faced economic hardship. Today, Dollywood attracts more than 3 million visitors a year, boasting thrilling rides, fantastic shows, and master craftsmen demonstrating traditional Appalachian arts. The park is the largest employer in the county and has been praised for its friendly atmosphere and dedication to preserving the culture of the Smoky Mountains. It stands as a testament to Dolly's business savvy and her deep love of her home community. Number 4. Dolly Parton has composed over 3,000 songs, but she cannot read or write standard sheet music. Dolly Parton is one of the most prolific songwriters in the history of music, with a catalog that spans thousands of songs, but she's never formally learned to read or write musical notation. Instead, she's developed her own unique system over the years. She writes down the lyrics, then uses her own form of shorthand to remember the melody. She has said that melodies come to her constantly, and she'll hum them into a tape recorder, scribble them down on any available scrap of paper, or even use her long acrylic nails as percussion to tap the rhythm out. And our fifth and final fun fact for today: Dolly Parton has turned down the Presidential Medal of Freedom not once, but twice. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is the highest civilian honor in the United States, awarded to individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the security or national interests of the country, world peace, or cultural endeavors. Dolly Parton was offered this prestigious award on 2 separate occasions. She had to respectfully decline both times for practical, personal reasons. The first time, her husband was ill and she couldn't travel. The second time she was offered the award, the COVID-19 pandemic made it impossible for her to attend the ceremony. In her typical humble fashion, she later said that she worried if she accepted it from one political administration, it would be seen as doing politics, and she's always strived to be someone who brings people together, not divide them. Now for some news you can use. Today's tip is inspired by Dolly Parton's incredible ability to balance a massive career with a rich personal life. It's called the coat of many colors approach to scheduling. Dolly famously said, quote, "Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life," end quote. So here's how you can put that wisdom into practice. Just like a coat of many colors is made from different patches, a happy life is made of different pieces: work, family, creativity, and the rest. Take a look at your weekly calendar. We schedule work meetings, appointments, and deadlines, but we often leave our personal passions and well-being to chance. The coat of many colors approach is to actively schedule time for things that make your life vibrant. Block out time not just for work, but for a hobby you love, for reading a book, calling a friend, or simply doing nothing at all. By treating your personal life appointments with the same importance as your working appointments, you ensure that you're creating a life that is rich, colorful, and fulfilling. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked if Dolly Parton actually lost a Dolly Parton lookalike contest. Well, it is 100% true. Dolly has actually told this story many times. One Halloween, she was in Los Angeles and saw that a local club on Santa Monica Boulevard was having a Dolly Parton lookalike contest. Thinking it would be hilarious, she decided to enter without telling anyone who she was. She exaggerated her makeup and teased her hair even more than usual and walked on stage. She didn't even come close to winning. She said all the other contestants had much bigger hair, more dramatic makeup, and more flamboyant outfits. Their larger-than-life impersonations of her were far more convincing to the crowd than the real thing. She got the least applause of anyone and quietly lost the contest. It remains one of her favorite stories, proving her wonderful sense of humor and down-to-earth nature. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about Dolly Parton with me today, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.